Well, hey, it's me again, back with you. The middle-aged natural, also known as your very favorite natural internet bodybuilder. And as always, I'm standing here before you, proudly yet humbly, with 30 plus years of physique constructing experience. All right, today, guys, is going to be an awesomely informative presentation, and it actually comes to you by way of a request from a subscriber in the comment section of one of my most recent videos here. And the request was to talk about the supplementation that I use and take for working out and building and maintaining my physique, which actually isn't all that much, to be honest with you. So we'll talk about those. And I figure, well, instead of just talking only about that, let's also talk about the supplementation that I use, which is actually a lot more for fighting off the hands of time and maintaining a youthful look, fighting off father time and giving him a real shot, a punch in the face or a good jab in the throat, like Big Mike Van Wyck on Jeff Nippard. That's what we want to talk about here today, is fighting off father time, bullying him around and keeping him off of us. And speaking of subscribers, very interestingly here, just in the last 2 weeks or so, or last two videos that I've put out, I've actually more than doubled, actually 2.5 times my subscribership. So it's been a couple good weeks for me, about 10 or 11 videos into things now. And I was stuck on 70 some subscribers just a couple weeks ago. Now I'm all the way up to about 100 and close to 190, pushing 200. So things are looking up here on the channel. The momentum is upward. And if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet and have watched some of my previous stuff and haven't subscribed yet, I would say, what are you waiting for? This is the channel where you want to be. This is where we provide you with great information and entertainment that is going to help you with your not only physique, but your overall presentation to the world. Like I said, today we're talking about fighting the hands of time, turning back the clock. We're going to have you looking younger, feeling younger, thinking younger, and just giving a better presentation of yourself to the world. And I really do have some authority to talk about this and to help you with this kind of information, as many people think that I am 10, 15, 20, even 20 plus years younger than my actual age. Now, I am the middle-aged natural, so yes, I'm a lifetime natural constructor of my physique, but I'm also, unfortunately, middle-aged, and most people don't think I'm that age or really anywhere close to that age. A lot of people think I'm still in my 20s, and we're going to be taking a look at that. Firsthand account information, witness testimony, if you will, of my perceived age. I've been doing it for 30 years, so.
How old are you?
How old would you guess?
Not 30.
And I'm going to be showing you how you can apply the same things that I do the same things that I do to make yourself looking younger, youthful, and having a jacked aesthetic physique. You're going to love what you're going to see in this video. Stick around, check out the whole thing, because it's going to be well worth your time. Let's get started. All right, starting off here with a quick look at my current physique here in October of 2024. A couple days ago with the full arm pump. It's actually Halloween night as I'm sitting here doing this voiceover. And you can see here that this is body weight in the mid 180s. Yes, this is a natural physique. I have plenty of videos that I've put up so far demonstrating how I've built my physique naturally over the course of many years, and instructional videos on how you can build a great natural physique also. I've also put up plenty of evidence, footage and photo progress over the years from the 80s all the way through the 90s and into the 2000s, when I started doing extreme bulking up to 210, 220, even up as high as 240. You can see I was carrying around a dad bod for a lot of years, but put on a lot of extra muscle that way. Then in 2023, I decided to stop doing all that and see how lean I could get and how shredded I could get. And that's basically where I've been hanging out now for the past year or so. Been in single-digit body fat range, not quite as lean and shredded as I was at the end of last year, but I'm in a good spot where I like my size in combination with my leanness. So we're going to go ahead and be talking about supplementation that I use. And also, though, the important thing to point out is that, of course, the building blocks, the main building blocks for building a respectable physique is done in the weight room. You got to put in the heavy lifting, the hard lifting, lifting to failure and consistently over a long period of time. And so, of course, we know we got to do that. But since we have that as a given, let's go ahead now and get ready to move into my workout supplement stack. And ta-da, there it is. You can see that it is literally a stack as I've stacked them all up. And it takes so few things that it's easy to stack these things. There's only 4 things there, starting off with whey protein, Of course, that's a good post-workout replenishment. That's what we've known for a long time. You should be taking that. Hopefully, it's if you could digest it, I guess. And let's see, we got the glutamine there, glutamine and creatine combo. We also know that most of us know the benefits of creatine by now for filling your muscles up with water, improving strength, also for brain function. Glutamine is good for your immune system and lowering cortisol levels and helping preserve muscle mass. We'll be talking more about cortisol when we get into the age-defying supplements. Cortisol is one of the enemies of aging gracefully or youthfully. I also take beta-alanine. This is something, as opposed to the previous supplements we just looked at, which I've been taking for many years. I just started taking beta-alanine here within the past couple years. It's also got workout benefits and anti-aging benefits, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. And the good thing about beta-alanine is you know it's working if your face is itching about 10 minutes after you take it. If it's not, you probably have a bunk placebo. And lastly, at the top there, we have caffeine pills. I'm not sure if that qualifies as a supplement, but I do take various forms of caffeine pre-workout and during my workout. And so there you have it. That's the supplements that I take for working out. Now, as we get ready to move into the much more extensive list of supplements that I take for preserving youthfulness and whatnot, I want to preface everything by reminding you of what I was talking about earlier when I said we'll have some eyewitness testimony, if you will, some real-life testimonies of my presumed age. And this is something you can use as a determining factor into whether or not what I'm going to be presenting to you is truthful and factual, and if I might know what I'm talking about here in terms of taking certain supplements or doing certain things that will shave many years off of your appearance. Keep in mind, I am the middle-aged natural. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these, and then I'll be right back.
How old are you?
Now, how old would you guess?
Like, maybe late 20s. How old are you?
What's your guess?
I'm gonna guess 29.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
27.
I'm gonna give an exact guess then. I'm gonna say like 26. Yeah, you're 26 to me.
How old are you?
How old do I look?
25.
I would literally assume you were like a 25-year-old.
25.
I'm gonna guess 25.
How old are you?
How old do you think?
Let me guess, you're 25. 23?
And if you're wondering what the heck that's all about, well, you can see here I very recently started this M.A.N. physique reaction channel. Off to a pretty good start there with subscribers, even more than I've got on this channel, which is about 2 months older. And what I like to do on there is just different things with physique-oriented entertainment, if you will. I like to maybe get different lighting setups, do pranks on people, or just do, jacket reveals, different ways of showing off the aesthetic, so to speak. These are the kind of videos that I used to watch and inspired me to even start a YouTube channel at all and start this kind of YouTube channel, the old Connor Murphy videos and whatnot. And you can see these are pretty entertaining reactions here, pretty entertaining content. If this is your type of thing, you can go ahead there to the M.A.N. Physique Reactions channel and subscribe to it. And these are the kind of stuff that you can hopefully use for motivation, maintaining relevancy with the Gen Z crowd, I guess you could say, which is important if you want to move forward in the social media age, I would say, if that's something you plan on doing. Now let's get into the anti-aging supplements that I take. You can see here vitamin K2 and D3 combo. Take those together. Those are fat-soluble vitamins, so I eat those with breakfast with getting a few grams of fat in there. It helps bone health and skin and all kind of stuff. I also take fish oil with all that in the morning. That's kind of my mini stack there for the supplements that I take after my first meal of the day. Fish oil helps with cortisol also, like I mentioned earlier, joints, all kind of stuff. There's the beta-alanine that I talked about earlier, and it has all kind of benefits for working out. You can pause this, zoom in, read this if you want to. One of the main benefits, though, that it seems to have is with your telomeres, your DNA strands, prevents them from shortening, maybe even lengthens them a bit, and that is all a part of aging. So maybe you could prevent aging from the inside out by taking beta-alanine. And you can read a little more there about telomeres and telomere length and all that kind of stuff. All right, these hair, skin, and nails gummies are also a big part of it. They got some biotin in there, all kind of vitamins and minerals and stuff. Also, this isn't a supplement, but I do take finasteride, which I am prescribed and taken for several years. You can see, you got to do your own research on this. There are some side effects people report. I don't necessarily think I've experienced any of these. If I have any decreased interest in sex, it's probably because I'm an old bastard. But at any rate, I do believe finasteride has worked quite well for me. I've been on it for over 5 years now, and my hairline hasn't lost any ground. My hair thickness on top hasn't lost anything. It may even gotten a little better. Of course, my hairline doesn't look like it did when I was in my 20s, but that's okay because I'm happy to still be keeping what I got. And that's why God made hats anyway, right? Not to keep you warm, but to make you look younger. So it's not really deceiving people as far as I'm concerned, because it's not like I'm wearing a toupee or anything. All right, vitamins A and E, I take those together also. This is moving in toward my evening time supplement stacks now. You can read the benefits there. Ashwagandha is also another thing that has benefits with supposedly working out, maybe even raising testosterone a little bit. Also helps with cortisol, reducing cortisol. Guys, you want to reduce cortisol as much as possible. You don't want to be under stress. There's collagen peptides also. You can see the benefits there. There's been studies on this. It really seems to work. I like to take it with vitamin C also. This is getting closer toward bedtime now. Taking collagen with vitamin C. That's a collagen powder there that I mix up. Works better together and helps you hopefully age even slower or maybe reverse aging. Who knows? I also sometimes stack it with He Xiao Wu, but I do like to take He Xiao Wu. What is that? Well, it is a Chinese herb in a powder form that you kind of mix up, put it in the microwave. I like to mix it with my collagen powder and some vitamin C tablets. You could pause all this, read all this. It can possibly help with keeping your hair from turning gray. Same thing with NAC, N-L-acetylcysteine, I believe. I take NAC with glycine, and those work better together. You can read up on all this stuff. We don't have time to make a 2-hour video, but I'm just showing you what I take. Some people insist that their gray hair turned back to its natural color by taking NAC. And like I said, you want to take it with glycine and take that with vitamin C also. It's a nice big stack I take in the evening before bed. Vitamin C, collagen, He Xiao Wu. And also right before bed, I like to take a zinc supplement with some vitamin C in there also to help the immune system. You can't look young if you're sick all the time. And you know what? That's it. Also want to mention, though, that you do want to drink water often throughout the day, all day, every day, to help keep you hydrated and to keep you cleaned out, flushed out, all that kind of stuff. Also like to do topical, external skincare and hair care and all that, but that's all stuff for another video that I'll make someday. And I also like to do facial exercises, resistance facial exercises that I have. I'll make a video on that someday also. If you firm up the muscles underneath the skin, well, it'll keep the skin firm too. It'll keep you youthful and keep your face looking sharp. And so there we have it, my entire collection of supplements that I take regularly to not only maintain my physique, but hopefully keep improving my physique, as well as the things that I take to apparently keep looking many, many years younger than my actual age. I have a little saying that I like to use: the proof is in the reactions. So as opposed to me just standing up here telling you to listen to me and believe what I say because I know what I'm talking about, we can use these third-party testimonials, if you will, as verification that the things that I talk about and teach here are effective and do work. And I also want to mention, which I haven't mentioned yet, that your mindset is just as important as anything else we've talked about here in this video. If you think like an old person, feel like an old person, complain like an old person, well, then you're probably going to look like an old person. Remember, cortisol and stress are the enemies of youth. So if you can keep yourself in a mindset that's able to relate to the Gen Z crowd and the millennial crowd, then you will, I believe, look younger and relate yourself to them in a way that comes across as being much, much younger to them. And so I can offer you the keys to the Lamborghini, but I can't drive it for you. If you still haven't subscribed yet, how will you have access to all these proven and effective methods I've demonstrated for fighting back against the enemy of time? If you've watched this whole video and still haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?